other people. Natalie's here. Hi, Lisa. Lisa's friend's here too. Hi. Heather's here.
Oh, here's the chat as well.
God, Elizabeth,
Catherine.
Catherine. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Sabrina,
Lexi.
Andrea. Oh my. This is gonna make me
Well,
cry. I'm actually gonna cry. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, Christy's here. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my crap together. Oh,
oh, it is so great to see all of you. If you cry, we will all start.
oh my
Sharon
God,
says.
I miss you guys so much. I'm like literally tearing up. I'm just holding it in. Okay.
all, all right. Well, Ambi, is there anything you want to say to kick off the meeting before we, uh, jump right in? Because I think we want to give Arc9 the floor, but you
You
the
guys made
floor
me
first.
cry. Yeah, that's what I want to say. You guys made me cry. Okay, I'm okay. I'm a cancer. This is what we do. Not a big deal. Okay,
Okay.
there's nothing else I want to say. I'm so grateful for you guys to be here. Um, I'm shaking. I'm so happy. Oh my God. I know that people signed up. I don't know why I'm so shocked. Truly. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
well, for everyone, if you don't know, I'm Alexa. Obviously you know Ambrosia, but I'm Alexa,
They
and I'm
don't
just
know
gonna.
you. Yeah.
Well, they might not. They might just know you, and I'm just gonna be helping, like moderate, especially while Ambi is in state. So, yeah, so Ambi's gonna get into state and bring the main event through the Arc 9. So take it away, Ambi.
All right, let's do it. Okay. 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 No pressure. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. Give me 1 minute. It is marvelous to see all of you. We have brought you here to remind you what it is like to be in community. We bring you together so you can feel, so you can stop numbing yourselves because of the pain, because of the sadness, because of the sorrow, but to remind you what it feels like to be in community with one another, to be with beings that align with your values, your beliefs, and your ideas, to be connected to others with the same intentions. It is not about right or wrong. It is not about changing others' opinions or ideas or values. It is about reminding yourselves and each other that you have community. You are closer than you appear. We have brought you together today to remind you that it is important to stay in community. And not only stay in community, but grow community. To allow one another to come together and to expand the circle of knowing, the circle of love, the circle of friendship, the circle of magic, of allowing yourself to feel the emotions of magic, of possibility, of faith, whatever verbiage you would like to use. Many of you have lost or forgotten or numb away these feelings as of late. And we are simply here to remind you that these feelings are still there, that this opportunity to view the world and change your world is very real and is right here in front of you. There is more magic in this community, in this circle of human beings, than at any time ever before. We are excited to converse with you. We are excited to share our information with you. We are excited to open the communication again. Alexa, it is your time to ask questions or to take it away.
Okay. You want me to ask some questions to you guys and then possibly turn it over to attendees?
We can turn it over to the audience. We would like to hear from the community.
Oh, okay, great, perfect. Pressure's off. If you are in the audience and you have a question, can you, let's see, do you want to talk to them one-on-one? Like, do you want them to unmute?
Yes, please.
Okay. If you have a question, then can you type below and I will see. And do you like these questions to be pertaining to kind of the community as a whole or like a one-on-one type of question?
We will accept both at this time. This
Okay.
is not the last communication we will have with this group. This is just the beginning.
Okay. Let's see. Stacy. Hi, Stacy. So, Stacy, do you want to unmute? Question about reconnecting. Where are you, Stacy? Guys, oh my gosh, I was just telling Ambrosia I feel like a boomer because for the 2 years I haven't been doing this. Like, there we go. I got you, Stacy. Technology has changed. Okay, there we go. Stacy, you should be ready to go.
Hi. Okay. Um, I've been working on becoming my authentic self and living as authentically as possible, and that includes accepting experiences I had as a child and experiences that I have now. I feel like I'm ready to reconnect with spirits outside of what I currently connect with. So alien, all of you, the Arc9 and other races. And I know that it was turned off as a child because of a really terrifying experience I had. It was just my take on it. Looking at it now, I realize it wasn't meant to be. Is there anything that I could be doing to help reconnect?
You are doing it. You are here. You are listening.
Okay.
Many of you have decided the same information. You have remembered that we have been in contact with you throughout your lifetime. You have remembered that many of us, not only the Arcturians, have been in contact with you, and you are curious about the communication. And so we have signaled you to come forward. This is not a coincidence. This is not by accident. This is by design. We are communicating with you the easiest way that we understand how to do so. And this is through ambrosia and other vessels like this. Now, you would like direct communication, and this is the easiest way we can do this at this time. But in the future, we would like to communicate through you directly. Not only you, but other beings like you as well.
Wonderful. That's what I'm ready for as well. And I know it's a little scary. It is scary for me. I'm sure others feel that too. But I'm ready, and I know that this was part of my plan when I came here.
What is the fear around this? Because if you analyze the fear that is associated with this, you will see, or we believe you will see, that the fear that you have is actually nothing. You see, you are afraid of the unknown, but the unknown is not necessarily scary. It is just unknown.
Yeah, I'm actually not afraid of you guys anymore. Now it's just working past my fear of judgment, but I realize it's a human construct, and I'm getting there.
But judgment is a human construct, and judgment is something to consider when you are doing something that is deemed abnormal, or you are doing something that is going against what society tells you is safe. And so, what a beautiful point you bring up. When you, in any capacity, as human beings, go against something that is deemed normal or acceptable, there will be judgment. There will be prosecution, even. And so it is up to you at this moment in your life, each of you, not only Stacy, but each of you. It is important for each of you to look at your life and say, would I like to continue on with judgment? Or would I like to be my authentic self with judgment? Because both will have judgment. Because you judge other human beings and other human beings judge you. That is the way it is. That is the human experience. And so you cannot get away from it. You simply have to go towards what is aligned for you. And how you do that is by surrender. You allow what comes through to come through. You say, I do not wish to feel afraid. I would like to let go of the fear around judgment. And so, what is my next step? And then you see us, and you take that next step. And then we will say, you communicate with us through music. You communicate with us through dance. And you do that. And then the next step will show, and so on and so on and so forth. But you cannot see step 10 if you have not taken step 1. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
We will move on to the next guest.
Thank you, Stacy. Nike, do you want to come up next? Let me invite you to unmute. Bear with me. Bear with me. There we go.
Hello. You mentioned community in the beginning, and I love community. So for community and the need that a lot of folks are yearning for, how can we dive into building authentic community, especially after the hurt and resistance that many people have or may not even realize they have? But after conflict, misunderstanding, and fear of one another, how can we start to build that so that folks are doing that for themselves as well, within their own agency instead of relying on others to build it for them?
Beautiful question. We would also like to point out you are sunshine, absolute sunshine. Your energy enters the room before your physical body does. How you build community is going to be different for each of you because each of you are different individuals. Each of you are different beings. So how Nike builds community is going to be different than how Alexa builds community, right? And how you build community, Nike, is going to be sending out your signal, which you are doing, to others that will see your signal and say, yes, I would like this sunshine. And then they will go to you. But the amount of concern and fear needs to be shifted into solution. And the solution is you. The solution for the discomfort, the solution for the fear, the solution for the worry, the solution for the unsafe feelings is you. Now, that is not a big responsibility because there is nothing more that you need to do. Now, what may come up from this is feelings of not enoughness. And that is for you to figure out. That is for you to work through, and we will help you with that if need be, but you do not need us to help you with that. You see, because you are the light that shines. You are the light that shines in the community that you are trying to build. And therefore, just like moths to a light, everyone will be attracted to the light and go towards you to create the community, to create the life, to create the compassion, the safe space that you are so desperately wanting. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, that does answer my question. I'm hearing that everyone has an individual relationship to how they're building community, right?
Correct. Correct. We will move on now.
Thank you so much, Nikki. That was such a beautiful question. The next question, and by the way, guys, if you feel like I'm skipping over your question, Arc9 has asked me previously to kind of select based on where I feel the conversation is going. So I'm just kind of doing it a bit intuitively. Magali, did I say your name correctly? Zazueta, such a pretty name. I hope I said it right. If I didn't, please correct me. Is asking a question about children. So let me invite you up. There we go. Okay.
Thank you. It's Magali.
Magali. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
For us that have children in public school and don't see them taking them out anytime soon as much as we want to, how can we help anchor them? I mean, I spend a lot of time in nature with them. I talk to them a lot. I try and speak to them about you guys as much as I can. But how can I help anchor them even more?
So you are creating or becoming the anchor for them. And you cannot be their anchor forever. So in order to assist them, teaching them how to anchor themselves will benefit them, and they may not want to. Understanding that each human experience is divine. Each human experience is perfect in its own right. And that also comes with the disconnection of self, the disconnection of knowing, the feelings of feeling uncertain. Because you are all here for the human experience. The human experience is vast. The human experience is not only feeling connected to your higher self, to your source, but it is feeling that disconnection as well. And how do we get back to the connection? You are very good at this. And so allowing the children to have that same regulation, disconnection, reconnection, all the time will help them. And the answer, in short, is there is nothing more that you need to do. You are doing a wonderful job. The only thing that we would suggest is giving yourself more credit because you feel as though you are not doing enough and it constantly needs to be going. And what you are doing is missing your human experience. You see? So it is important for you to give yourself more credit. You are doing marvelous. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. Just one more. My perspective is it okay for me to be loud in my perspective now? Is it safe?
Not yet.
Okay.
But it will be soon.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was a really nice question. Okay, so Lisa, let's bring you up, Lisa Perez. There you go.
Hi. So good to see you all. Okay, should I go ahead with my question?
Please.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me with the dog? I'm sorry.
Continue on.
Okay. My question is, what do we need to know now about the state of the United States and the future of all people as a result of the current people in power? This is really top of mind for me and maybe a lot of other people on here. What are we not seeing?
Reword your question, please. What are you not seeing? Reword that information, please.
So what are we not seeing in terms of, I'm obviously curious what's happening behind the scenes, but I'm also curious what we can do that we're not seeing, or what our state is maybe that we're not seeing.
It is irrelevant what is happening behind the scenes. The most important information is what can you do? What can you do? Right? What is happening behind the scenes will be revealed quickly, very soon. And it is most important on what you can do. So what you can do, this is the purpose we are here. Many of you are in despair for valid reasons. We are not here to make you feel silly or disregard your emotions. Many of you are feeling unsure, unsafe. But what you need to remember is that humanity will remain. Humanity will, in fact, be around. And when you decide to do something about what is happening, that is when the shift happens. There is nothing that will change if you stay in your seat. Let us repeat. There is nothing that will change if you stay in your seat. So what do? You get up. It is simple. You get up. You are disempowered as individuals. But you are empowered together. Now, this will look different for each of you. You will not all get up and stand the same height. You will not all get up and walk in the same direction. You will not all get up and hold hands and sing kumbaya, but you will all get up. Because time for sitting and being quiet is done. Not only in this country, but in the world. On this planet, many of us have come forth to share the information. It is time to stand. You are not standing and fighting. You are standing in community. You are standing and creating something new, building something stronger, building something better. It is up to you now how long it will take for you to have enough hope and strength to change what you are seeing. Because each of you have looked around at some point and said, there is nothing I can do. But there is. You see the neighbor that has lost her job. Offer her assistance. You see the neighbor that is hungry. Offer him food. You see the mother that is struggling. Offer babysitting. When you stand up and allow community to come together in various ways, creativity flows. Information comes through your higher self. Information comes through from the divine, whatever verbiage you like, and change happens. But it cannot happen from your bed. We are not here to scare you. Quite the opposite. We are here to offer you hope. We are here to offer you enlightenment. We are here to offer you excitement, the excitement of being alive again, the excitement of the human experience again, because it is an exciting experience, but it is what you make it. And so we are been here and continue to be here to remind you that you are here for a reason. You have chosen to come here at this time. And you did not choose to come here at this time to sit back and witness atrocities. You came here to be change, to help. And so what you are witnessing in many cases is the birth of something new. And just like every cycle, death comes first. Death, rebirth, death, rebirth. And death is scary. For many of you, it is. But it is time to get out of the grieving stage and move on. What is the next question?
Lisa, do you feel
Well,
you have a
just
follow-up?
to clarify, so what I'm feeling or hearing, I think, is that we need to collectively move on to something new without them. Just move on.
You cannot simply move on out of your government. Even if you were to move out of your country, there will be another government. There will be powers that be. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So it is important for you to understand that you can create something new in your community.
Okay. I think I misspoke and should have said move on in spite of them is more what I'm thinking. Like just continue with what we can control.
Beautiful. What you can control. Because as you decide, instead of the verbiage, I have no control, what can I do? The verbiage is, I can control this, and so I will go to this. And then more control shows up. Same idea and concept as the stepping stone. You step one step, the second step is revealed, and then the third and the fourth, and so on. But the big information here is to take action.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. I have a question to add on to that, if it's okay. Just because, well, a lot of things come up in my mind that maybe others are thinking, but one of the things that I'm most curious about is for those of us who maybe, maybe a busy mom, or maybe someone who's working all the time, or someone who is really in survival mode and they can't necessarily get out to a protest or whatever it may be, like boots on the ground type of thing. I think there's so many of us that we feel like it's so important to share information, like the next latest crazy thing that's happening. We're like, we need everyone to know about this, because if no one knows about it, then it's just going to happen under our noses type of thing. Like some bill's going to get passed, so then we all feel this duty to share with everybody these scary things. And I'm one of those people. I feel like, okay, at least I can do this today if I can't do anything else. What do you have to say about that? Is that helpful? Is it sometimes helpful and not? Does it depend the energy we're doing it in? Or I don't know, just what do you have to say about kind of the role of social media and sharing of current events in that way?
The internet and social media are vast. Social media has many benefits. And there is a lot that allows human beings to feel dysregulated, disengaged, and alone. And so we will say that if social media mostly makes you feel connected and safe, then continue. But if you find yourself dysregulated, scared, and alone, that is not your path. It is not your purpose to stand up in that way. And we will continue. When you are asking us or any beings, what is my purpose? Your purpose will never make you feel dysregulated and alone. Never, ever, ever. Your purpose will never make you feel dysregulated and alone. Write that down, everyone. Your purpose will always lead you to feel fulfilled and excited. There will be uncertainty, and there may even be fear. But the fear of the purpose is very different. The fear when you are in your purpose is excitement fear. It is the unknown, it is scary, but you know something big is happening. The fear that you feel when you are disconnected from your purpose is isolation, dysregulation, and hopelessness. And those are very different. And so too many human beings at this time have felt this way. And so this is not only ours, but other beings like us, way of coming through to tell you all hope is not lost. You are not that far away from your purpose. All you have to do is take one step to the right or to the left or forward or backward. It is irrelevant. But all you have to do is get up. When you are lost in the woods, you do not sit there and say, all hope is lost. That is it. No. You signal for help. You look around. You do something. Does that answer your question?
Yes, on the social media thing for sure. Yes, I'll let others continue to ask because I assume there'll be more.
We will take
questions.
3 more questions.
Okay. Okay, let's go to a bit of a lighter question for a second. There's been a couple of people asking about the Artemis mission and have curiosities about that. Maybe I'll just ask for the few people that have been asking, what are your thoughts on the Artemis mission and the other things that have been happening in the skies lately?
There will be many distractions that come along. There will be many videos and exciting news articles and information that will be revealed to you in the coming months. They are distractions. It is not a bad distraction, nor is it something that you don't need to pay attention to. You may pay attention to it. It will not veer you off your course, but it is that. It is fun.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to invite Kim up. Kim, if you're still here, I hope you're still here. Oh, yeah, there you are. To ask your question. You asked a little while ago about going out with your children. Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So as going along with like the things that a lot of other people have asked, the state of like this country is disgraceful, putting it mildly. And with crime being so rampant and like human trafficking and child kidnapping and child trafficking and stuff like that, I find myself just absolutely enamored with like a fear and an anxiety to go out in public with my 4-year-old. And I do take measures to make sure he's safe. You know, I do carry protection. I have a concealed carry permit. So I do those things that I can, like you said, within my control. But how do I help myself to not be so terrified, if you will?
You cannot allow yourself to go from fear and being terrified to feeling safe and comfortable. The gap is too far. The gap is too wide. So it is about steps, baby steps. So you have protection. That is one step. Perhaps you can go to a place that is less crowded, less busy until you are comfortable. Perhaps you go out only during the day so you are more comfortable. But when you, and we want to allow you to visualize this as we say it. You take one step, which is protection. You say, I feel a little better. I have taken one step. And then you see everything over here, whether it is social media or whatever. And this is where social media is not helpful. And then you see social media and you take a step back. And you're back in the basement. And now you have further to climb to get out of the basement, to get out of the house, to go into public. You see? So you cannot expect to take one step forward, 3 steps back, and be in the same spot. Energetically, it doesn't work that way. But it is about progression, baby steps. And so what we say, and this is important to all, because we encourage you to mold the information to fit your life experience. You take one step, you disregard social media. Not forever. 1 day, 2 days. You disregard a certain page. You take another step. And you keep going into this balance, this dance of moving up the emotional ladder of safety, of feeling safe. We are not telling you get off social media completely. We are not telling you put blinders on and walk outside. You're fine. Because that's not your reality. What we are saying is that you have the choice to pay attention to the information that you're receiving. And all of you receive so much information all the time, every second of the day. You are not even aware of how much information you are receiving, how much information your cells are receiving. And so when you take that first step and you're seeing, is it safe? Is it okay? Today we went to a play date and it was safe. And tonight I'm going to sit in the safety instead of going on social media and reaffirming the fears. Now, the next day you may go onto social media, but allow yourself the feeling of being safe just for a little while. That is how you shift your perspective. It is gradually over time. It is not all at once. Does that answer your question?
Yes and no. I think I probably should have reworded it better because like I'm not like sitting in a corner like rocking back and forth terrified, but like when I go outside, I of course want to make sure my child's safety is the number one thing, but when I'm outside in public, I just constantly feel like my head's on a swivel and I feel like I'm in straight up survival mode. And I feel like that's not really a good way to live, if that makes sense. Go back.
And so how do you move in places that you feel unsafe? You are in survival mode. How do you move in places where you feel safe? How does that change the way that your body is regulating the information that it needs to regulate? That is your homework to decide. That is your homework to feel for yourself. Where do I feel safe? And where do I feel disconnected? Where do I feel safe? I will go to places that feel safe. What you are also doing is telling yourself, this is how it is. There is no other way. And what we are telling you is there is a different way. You will not feel safe 100% of the time because that is not the human experience. But there is a better way. You do not have to live in survival. You do not have to live dysregulated. So each of you, going back to each individual's questions, because this is valid and important for everyone, when you feel dysregulation in your body, you move out of that space. You feel dysregulation at your sister's. You don't go to your sister's. You feel dysregulation at the park. Then you don't go to the park. Then you find a different park. Then you go to a friend's house. You see, there are other options. You feel less safe with your child with you if you have to go to the grocery store. Then you do what you can to either have someone watch your child while you go to the grocery store, or you hold your child the whole time. But there are alternatives. Go with things that make you feel more safe. Doing these different tasks to allow yourself to feel more safe in each space that you are in is your mission. We will move on to the next question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. The last question, is this the last one, Arc9?
Perhaps.
Oh, okay. Connie, gonna bring you up. Wait, let me find you. There you are. To talk about signs from the universe.
Yes. Hi. I was just wondering, like when it comes to, yeah, like seeing signs, because a lot of us probably get like downloads and then notice things and patterns. And I guess like what's the best way to discern when to dig deeper and look for meaning, and then when to just like notice it and move on? Because sometimes I feel like I notice myself overanalyzing every little single thing, but I just, yeah, if there's any points on that.
Great question. Allowing yourself to see a sign, a seashell. And you see many seashells throughout the day. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Should I be at the beach? Should I move to the beach? Why am I not at the beach? Is not necessarily the case. Sometimes it's source, it's God, it's whatever you call it, saying, good job. You listened. Redirection. Great. What is interesting to us is when you are veering away, and many of us, source, etc., will send information saying, no, stop. You say, pish posh. I will proceed forward. So that is when many of you say, no, I want this relationship. I will make it work. I want this job. I will stay in it. I want this item. I will buy it. And what source or your higher self, your guides, God, whatever information you want to, whatever verbiage you want to use, what information we are bringing forth is saying that is not meant for you. That relationship, that job, that treat, that is not meant for you. Because what you are missing is that we can hear and feel what it is that you truly desire. We will come back because this does pertain to your question. When you because you forget that you are source. You forget that you are us. We are the same. We feel what you feel. You feel what we feel. We are the same. We are one. You are God. Now, you have already given information. I want, for example, I want a relationship where I am loved and safe. And you are dating someone that verbally or physically abuses you. That is not what you have told us that you want. That is not what you are telling yourself what you want. And so we send signs and signals, leave, 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 leave. And they're disregarded. And that is fine. And sometimes they are yanked away because, again, you have said, this is not what I have wanted. So that job, that house, that community is not right for you because you have told us, you have told yourselves that you want more. And so we are trying to give you what you want. We are showing you behind you, moving your shoulders, go to the right, go to the left. And so we send you signs. You send yourself signs saying, good job. Continue, continue. And in some cases, you take the shiny object and you focus so much on the shiny object that now you're veered off the path. And redirection, redirection. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just remember that when you are seeing signs, correct, two things. When you are seeing signs, it is simply a wink, a nudge, a hug, whatever verbiage you want to use, saying, good job, keep going. And when something is taken away that does not serve you, this does not include the death of someone. That is vastly different. When something is taken away, for example, a breakup, someone has broken up with you and you say, I wanted that relationship so bad. No, you did not. No, you did not. Does that answer your question?
Connie, does that answer your question? Let me ask you to unmute again. There you go.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are having a wonderful time. We will take one more question.
Ooh, okay. One more question. We're having a wonderful time too, or I am. I'll speak for myself. Do you have anything? Maybe we'll just ask you, Arc9. Like, is there anything that you feel you've made it known that you have tried to come through to Ambrosia, for example, for so long to like come through to this group of people? Is there anything you want to tell, like, why this group of people?
Why not this group of people? Why not? This group of people is in close proximity to Ambrosia. Ambrosia is a wonderful example of a human being that does not listen. And we mean nothing negative about that. Ambrosia is a wonderful example of a human being who has fought tooth and nail, doing what she thinks is best all the time. and just now starting to listen. Does it mean she is less worthy? No. Does it mean she is more worthy? No. Does it mean that her source will not come through? No. Does it mean that she is not fulfilling her purpose? No. Your purpose will always be fulfilled. If your purpose is to forget completely your connection to source and disregard everyone in your life experience, that is your purpose. And the information that is hard for human beings to digest is that you feel as though you have the same purpose, and you do not. You understand intellectually that you do not, but you do not understand energetically. You do not understand emotionally that you do not. You say, this worked for me, so it will work for you. That is not the case. Not ever, nor ever will it be. Your purpose is unique and individual to each of you because you are unique. You are having your own experiences. You are quite literally in your own world. So why this group? That sounds like you do not believe that this group is worthy. This group is absolutely worthy because there is no worthiness. There is nothing that worthy needs to happen in order for you to connect to who you are. We are here to remind you of your power, of your potential, of who you are meant to be in this reality. The difference, you listen. Just like Ambrosia, you listen. You've surrendered. You said, enough is enough. I'm tired of feeling disconnected. I'm tired of feeling afraid. I'm tired of these emotions. I want to feel something different. I want to feel something different. And what we are offering is a different perspective for you to feel that connection again. It is a remembrance. You have never lost it. You have forgotten. And so we have brought you here to remind you of who you are. And we are more than willing to answer questions to help you remember again why you have come here. There are no questions that are too small or too grand. The important information is that you've decided the way that you are feeling is shifting. And it is a beautiful shift to watch. The common factor amongst all of you watching this information, no matter the time or reality you are watching this information, is that you are listening. You are listening to yourself. You are listening to your divine guidance. And we are just here to remind you of that. It is an honor to connect with you all in this way. There is nothing that you are doing wrong. There is nothing that you need to punish yourselves for. There is no lecture happening. There is a co-creation happening. We are co-creating your reality with you. And it is an honor to be able to do that. So when you lay your head down tonight, before you sleep, remember why you have come here. That is each unique to each of you. Thank you. Until next time.
Thank you so much. And guys, before you, I know that we've reached the end of an hour. Thank you, Ambi. Hi, welcome back. That was amazing. Everyone in the chat is saying
we're right in an hour. Wow, they really
yeah, they're really good on timing.
Really, they're so much better at timing than I am.
Everyone is saying how full their heart is. And yeah, I think that was so beautiful. Thank you. And for those of you watching who enjoyed that, who want to talk to Arc9 more, we have an announcement, which is that Ambi is opening up a new part of her Patreon. To basically do this monthly. For those of you who were a part of the Inner Bloom Patreon before, you were a part of a version of this where we would do like public conversations with Arc9 where you could kind of ask one question via chat a month. And then, you know, we had private meetings where you could like talk with them the way some of you guys were today. But essentially, we're going to relaunch this. I will be there sometimes. Ambrosia will obviously be there all the time, bringing through the Arc9. But there are different options, and the first meeting starts next Sunday. So I'm going to post her Patreon in the link here. And everyone's still saying such sweet thank yous. I hope you're seeing that, Ambi.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. That's very sweet. All the comments.
Yeah, and if you guys go to the Patreon, you'll see the options, and you know, we're excited to continue these conversations. Like I said, I'll be there sometimes, and sometimes there might be other people helping moderate. But this was just such a beautiful conversation. I'm so grateful to be a part of this. By the way, the last question, I was not saying anyone was unworthy or this group was unworthy. I wanted them to do what they did in the end, which was just really hype you guys up, because this is a very special group. And I think every time Ambrosia and I reconnect with all of you, we just think like, wow, like how did we get so lucky to connect with all these amazing people? So yeah, Ambi, anything you want to say?
I hope my hands are good. Thanks, Deborah. I just want to say thank you guys so much. I have to look away from the comments. It's so nice to feel connected again. If you saw me like stop and like get teary-eyed in the beginning, what I heard them, oh, I'm gonna cry again. What I heard them say in the beginning was, this is what community feels like again, and this is what you've been missing. And I started tearing up, and they said, then just cry, then just let it out, but you need to go into state. So I just want to say thank you all for being here. I hope to see you again. If not, that's okay, no pressure. But I am excited to embark on this journey with you all, and remember who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank
I don't
you
know
all
why,
so
but
much.
there's something about when Gen Z is like, yes, I'm like, okay, no big deal, that's fine.
I just want to say, wait, can we share the? Oh, everyone's saying they miss this community so much. Yeah, seriously, it's so nice to be reminded. Actually, maybe we'll save that for like a
I love
future.
that. Thank you.
Ambi, you did so amazing. And everybody, I hope you have an incredible rest of your weekend. And I'm sure we'll all be thinking about this conversation for a while. So thank you so much, Ambrosia. Thank you everyone for being here. And I will send this.
See you next Sunday.
Yes, next Sunday. And also I will send this out in an email as a replay so that you guys can go back to it whenever you want. Okay. Love you all. Mwah.
Bye guys. Thank
Bye.
you.